Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 5:30.
A Corbin business is forced to close because of vandalism.
I hope he goes to heaven, and I love him and everything.
Louisville police have arrested a young man in connection with the murder of a 12-year-old boy, and now his family is speaking out.
And drivers who take Clays Mill Road will now have fewer traffic headaches. We'll tell you why some people are celebrating. WKYT News at 5:30 starts now.
Good evening. It is a real shame. Slashed booths, broken chairs, and flood damage. That was what owners of a Southern Kentucky restaurant woke up to on Monday morning.
Police are investigating a break-in at Hillbilly's Country Cooking in Corbin. Police say the culprits completely destroyed the restaurant, forcing it to close. And as WKYT Sam Smith tells us in our top story at 5:30, the owners are now faced with thousands of dollars worth of damage.
The owner here says this was a senseless crime. Thousands of dollars worth of damage was done inside, and the only thing stolen was a security camera.
We have no way of looking at anything to see who it was.
What they can look at is the damage left behind from when vandals broke in after they closed Sunday night. Booths, chairs, and tables are all carved up. Walls are damaged. Kitchen equipment is destroyed. The vandals even used a hose to flood the dining room area, and the carpet is still soaked.
I can't believe anybody come in and do that.
Linda Mills has owned Hillbilly's Country Cooking for 2 years now. They won't be serving any food anytime soon. They're closed while their insurance company examines the damage and repairs are made.
Now it's put, at least 10 people out of work.
Mills estimates $70,000 worth of damage here. She says everything will be replaced and they will not let this crime close the family business for good.
It's just a senseless crime. I don't, why anybody would want to do that. It's going to take a lot of work to get it back together.
The folks here hope to be back open in less than a month. In Corbin, Sam Smith, WKYT.
The owner says this was the first time anything like this has ever happened. Well, enjoy this last day of these summer-like temperatures because some big changes are coming our way.
We're talking about much cooler temperatures and even the possibility for a threat of frost. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has a look at what we can expect this weekend. And Chris, some rough conditions, for example, for people headed out to Keeneland tomorrow.
Yeah, a lot of gusty winds. We're going to have to dodge some showers and thunderstorms out of Keeneland tomorrow as well. But I do suspect we'll have some dry hours in there. So that's at least a little bit of good news. Hard to believe we're talking about a weekend frost threat when you look at the temperatures that we're showing into the low and mid 80s as of now. But remember, when you get just big warm days like this in the fall, chances are it's ahead of a storm system and a temperature plunge, and that's exactly what we have coming up over the next couple of days. Live First Alert Defender, the last dry day for the week that we show nothing across the area. Tomorrow we'll ramp up showers and thunderstorms. Actually, later tonight we'll see some of those showers and storms getting very close to parts of central Kentucky. The action, though, still well off to our west. Severe weather right across the Mississippi River Valley and points to the west, but that is leading more toward the north as opposed to the east. And another round of showers and thunderstorms right along our front that is now across the Mississippi River Valley and towards sections of the Ozarks and points west. That cold front moves in as we go into your Friday. Rain, wind, some thunder, but some dry hours in there tomorrow afternoon as well. So all isn't quite lost on that Friday forecast, but it introduces a pattern that could give us frosty cold temperatures by the time we hit Saturday night and Sunday. We will show you the frosty cold temperatures when I come back in a few minutes with the hour-by-hour forecast.
Police in Louisville have arrested a man in the murder of a 12-year-old boy. 21-year-old Joseph Cameron was arrested today after admitting what happened to police. WKYT's Garrett Weimer is tracking the investigation. Garrett joins us now from the live desk with the latest. Garrett.
Police say Joseph Cameron and 12-year-old Ray Etheridge knew each other for a few weeks. They had met at the park in the Mid-City Mall area. Both were homeless. Etheridge's body was found on Tuesday in Cherokee Park. According to an arrest report, the two got into a fight and Cameron stabbed Etheridge. Police say Cameron admitted to stabbing Etheridge, then getting rid of the knife.
There is no justice for what's happened to my kid.
What would you want to see happen to this man who's been arrested?
5 minutes alone in a room with him myself.
Police have charged Cameron with murder and tampering with physical evidence. At the live desk, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Louisville police say they have video evidence that led them to Cameron. Then he called police and told them he wanted to talk. Police are still searching for the man they say is responsible for a crime spree. It started with a carjacking outside a Walmart in Winchester yesterday. Then, at about 2 hours later, police say the same person robbed a bank here in Lexington. Police are asking anyone with information to give them a call.
In our county-by-county coverage at 5:30, we are tracking stories out of Madison and Floyd counties. In Madison County, a doctor convicted for pointing a gun at another driver on I-75 was sentenced today. The judge sentenced Perrin Dobbins to 3 years of supervised probation. Police say Dobbins pointed a BB gun and fired it at the victim as they were driving down the interstate last year. Dobbins pled guilty to the charge back in August. The judge is also requiring him to get mental health treatment. In Floyd County, an inmate who escaped on Tuesday is now back behind bars. Police arrested 18-year-old Jeremiah Vance this afternoon. We're told he escaped while being transported from the Floyd County Detention Center to the Pike County Detention Center. They found him in the Island Creek area of Pike County. The Floyd County Sheriff's Office says they received a tip and deputies from Floyd and Pike counties found him at a home. We have a traffic alert to report to you tonight. If you travel down Clays Mill Road and Man o' War, we have some good news for you. The widening project has wrapped up along that section of road. Crews have been working on the project since 2012. They've added bike lanes, turn lanes, and widened some sidewalks to fix safety issues and alleviate heavy traffic between Harrodsburg Road and Twain Ridge. Some people who live in that area say they are relieved that this project is finally finished.
Traffic would back up to beyond where we live, and we live 3-4 blocks away. And what would happen is, because of the left turn lane and going forward, and the traffic just wouldn't move.
Another phase of the project is the widening of Keithshire and Waco. That's expected to start next spring.
Some fans love the idea, others don't, and can't understand what's going on. I'm talking about UK's request that everyone at Commonwealth Stadium wear black on Saturday night. Lynn from Lexington has our good question. She's saying, why are they having a blackout Saturday? The school colors are blue and white. There should be a whiteout or a blue out. Lynn, you have some company. Scanning online comments the past couple of days, quite a few fans are wondering the same thing, but others are getting behind the idea. UK hopes a so-called blackout will be one more way to get fans more excited about this big game. UK has already worn a uniform with gray in it this season. Coach Stoops says the players like it when the uniform is changed, and a blackout may be one more way to impress the recruits who are in town. And some believe a sea of fans in black will also look impressive on television. Coach Stoops said this week, it's good to change it up. I think our players like it. It's good for recruiting. It's been good for us to spice it up a bit. Well, whatever the motivation, if the Cats win Saturday night against South Carolina, you may see more splashes of different colors or blackouts to shake things up. If you have a good question, go to WKYT.com.
This weekend, members of the community will be painting the town pink. Coming up, we'll tell you about an annual event to honor those battling breast cancer.
I'm Bill Bryant. More national figures start weighing in on Kentucky's tough U.S. Senate race. And WKYT prepares for a mayoral debate as one candidate announces a major endorsement. The bottom line is ahead.
And coming up at 6, 2 weeks after a worker was shot at a Danville restaurant, police have now arrested 2 suspects in that case. This weekend, there will be an explosion of pink in downtown Lexington. How you can get involved is part of this month's Talk Pink segment. Thousands are expected to brave the colder weather for the annual Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure being held Saturday morning. The race is one of the largest fundraisers for Komen Lexington, helping the agency serve 58 Kentucky counties and help fund 15 hospitals, clinics, and patient programs. The morning is about honoring those who have battled the disease.
I want people to see the wonderful numbers of survivors that are walking in this, and they hold up banners that are 2-year survivors to 20-year survivors. It gives hope to a lot of people.
Well, Sam and I will be there, and there is still time for you to join us. You can register at the Pink Out Festival. It will be held tomorrow afternoon from 3 to 8 at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. And you can also register by going to WKYT.com, click on our Talk Pink section, and then look for our link to Komen, Lexington. By the way, that race Saturday morning at 9, starting at the courthouse.